cheerful morning to all of you students. Welcome to our today's class. Hope all of you are safe and healthy at your home and keep doing your learning and reading process properly. So today we are again going to learn about a very important topic, that is complex permanent tissue. In our previous lecture we have discussed about simple permanent tissue. As we have learned that the permanent tissues are of two different types on the basis of whether the cells are similar or they are different. The permanent tissues are of two types. First one is simple permanent tissue, which we have discussed in our previous lecture. The tissues were parenchyma, collenchyma, sclerenchyma, and we have also discussed about protective plant tissues. So they all come in simple permanent tissue. Now today we are going to learn about complex permanent tissue. So what is the meaning of complex permanent tissue? Why this name has given to it? So it is in the name that complex. Complex means the tissue consists of two or more different kind of cells. Different means they are differ in the structure, but they work together. They coordinate each other and perform a particular type of function. As we have read in simple permanent tissues, all the cells are similar in structure and function, but in complex permanent tissue, the cells are different in structures, but they work together, they coordinate each other. Okay, so now come to the characteristics of the cells. So as we have learned in simple permanent tissue, that either the cells are living or the cells are dead. But in complex permanent tissue, these tissue contain both living and dead cells. And the second point, these tissue also contain both thick and thin walled cells. As we have learned in the simple permanent tissue, either the cell of thin wall such as in parenchyma, or the cells are having thick wall such as in sclerenchyma. But here we will see later in detail that a single tissue, it contains both type of cells, which are some cells are having thick cell wall, some cells are having thin cell wall. So now move further about the type of complex permanent tissue. The complex permanent tissues are of two types. First is xylem, 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 and the second is phloem, PHLOEM, phloem. These both of the tissues are very important in the term of exam also. The question can come in the exam about xylem and phloem, their differences, their structure, their function, etc. Now move ahead. The xylem and phloem, both collectively known as conducting tissues, transporting tissues, or vascular tissue. So this you have to learn that they are vascular tissue or conducting tissue or transporting tissue, because they transport water, nutrients, minerals, food throughout the plant body. So what are the main role of these kind of tissues? Come to the important points. In xylem, basically xylem tissue, it conducts water and minerals from root to shoot. Okay, in the xylem, the water or mineral, it is transporting from the soil through to the roots, and from the roots to the upper body of the plant. Okay, so here the flow of transportation is in only one direction. It is in unidirection, means in one direction only, means it is in upward direction. Always water flow from root to upper body of the plant. Okay, and what happens in phloem? Phloem, the main function of phloem is it conduct and transport food. Where food has made in the plant, you all have familiar about this, that food has made in the leaves. Leaf is the kitchen of the plant. Leaf made food by the process of photosynthesis. So when the food made in leaf, how the food reaches to the other part of the plant? It reaches through the tissue phloem. So phloem conduct the food throughout the plant body. The flow is bidirectional, means it can conduct the food in the upward direction and also conduct the food in the downward direction to the roots, in upward direction to the other branches or leaves of the plant body. Got it? The next point, in xylem tissue, we will discuss in detail. In xylem tissue, mostly cells are dead. Only few cells are living. Okay, but in phloem tissue, it consists of mostly living cells and only few are dead here. Okay, we will later discuss about the differences in the type of cells also. So now come to the xylem. First we will discuss in detail about the xylem tissue. So xylem has 4 different type of cell. It is a single tissue, but it is made up of different type of cells. It is a group of different type of cells. So xylem has 4 different type of cell. The first one is tracheids. 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 The second is vessels. Tracheids and vessels, they are the main components of xylem. They are generally involved in the conduction of water and minerals from the root to the upper part of the plant. So both are known as essential elements of xylem and both are collectively called as trachary elements. Trachheary, trachary elements. Okay. And the third type of cells of xylem is xylem parenchyma and the fourth one is xylem fiber. These both are supportive tissues. They support tracheids and vessels. They are known as associated elements. They are not the main elementary components. They are the supportive tissue. They are known as associated elements. We will discuss the structure of these in detail further. First come to the phloem. What kind of cells are present in the phloem tissue? Phloem also have 4 different kind of cells. What are those? The first is sieve tube. Sieve, as the name indicates, sieve means छलनी, जिससे हम किसी चीज को filter करते हैं. So sieve tubes and companion cells. Companions and sieve tubes, they are friends of each other. They are best friend of each other. They just work together. So sieve tube and companion cells, they are the essential elements of phloem because they are generally involved in conduction of food. And the third is phloem parenchyma and the fourth is phloem fibers. Phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers, they both are known as associated elements because they generally support sieve tubes and companion cells to do their work. So these are the type of cells present in xylem and phloem. You can see the differences between the cells. The xylem tissues has tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma and xylem fibers. But the phloem tissues have sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem parenchyma and phloem fibers. Now we are going to discuss first about the different kind of cells of